Hello. I know I haven't made a video or streamed in a while, but I want to talk about something that's been bothering me. This is technically about politics, technically. And the only reason why I say that it's technically is because it's going to be about how maybe at some point, whenever I move out of where I am right now, I have the chance of not being able to afford an apartment, like at all. And I'm not gonna go too in depth into it. You can do your own research, but maybe at some point I will not be able to afford anything. I'm worried about that. That's not the reason why I haven't been streaming. No, I've just been like busy with stuff. I'm taking care of chickens right now. Well, they're only chicks with my mom and taking care of them. Um, I'm very worried about all the types of stuff that's happening throughout the United States where I live and so much more. At some point, I will never be able to afford an apartment, and if I do need your help, I will ask. I might at some point make a Patreon. I might make a I don't know, an exclusive thing for some of my viewers who are more dedicated to the stuff that I make. I don't know. All I know is that at some point in the future, if I need your help, I will ask. I don't like doing that. I really don't. Because you guys are my viewers. You're not like you're not like my family members. Well, okay, technically, you're not my family member, but I think generally I like a lot of my viewer base, if not all of you. Um, and I think that's very special because a lot of bigger content creators. I'm not gonna say I'm a big content creator like at all, but if I'm unable to afford any sort of like apartment or even a house or even just like a very very simple apartment, I will ask for help from you guys. I don't want to do that. I don't I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that depending on like my circumstances, and I'm really hoping I'm wrong. I am unbelievably hoping I'm wrong right now with saying that I might need your help at some point in the future. I really fucking hope I'm wrong. And if I'm not wrong and I do actually need your help, I will try to set up a Patreon or virtually anything. Things are gonna get really expensive, and as a trans person, that's not easy. My supplements are starting to become over $500, sometimes even worse than that. And at some point, I won't have Medicare at all. I'm not going to mention why I'm not going to have Medicare at all. If if it does actually happen, I'm not going to mention all of the other crazy things that are happening in the world because you've already heard about it. I don't need to say it again. But genuinely, if I am in this spiral of unable to do anything, basically, I will ask. I'm constantly saying this, but that's just because I am worried about you guys. I'm less worried about myself right now and more worried about you guys because I know some of y'all come from a very, very terrible background that is not easy for even me to hear, a person that you might not know all that well. But genuinely, from like the bottom of my heart, I hope all of y'all are safe. I hope none of this is affecting anything in your personal life or just with friends generally. I hope all of it's okay. Because I, as I've said for, for probably the seventh time now, if I'm not able to afford something, I tend to come to you guys and then my family. But if you're not able to give me any money, I think you just being here is amazing. I think that's one of the best gifts I could ever receive at all. If I You don't even need to pay me a dime. You could just be here. That's in my book a very good idea. Well, not a very good idea, a very thoughtful. the world is stressing everybody out. The world is causing all this distress over one guy. And again, you've already heard it. I don't need to say it again. I know this sounds like a fucking YouTuber apology video, but genuinely, I'm worried about y'all. It sounds very disingenuous, but I actually really worry about y'all because I hear constantly, at least in my Discord server, well, over the years, I've seen more and more people talk about how they've had a rougher life than usual and stuff isn't going the same as it used to, so on and so forth. Whenever I get the chance, I will try to help my viewers as best as I can. I might not be able to do it. I might not even be able to afford my own housing, but if it means that I have a viewer base that actually likes me and that actually wants to see my stuff and wants to just anything. It's hard to have one of these conversations because you can't have it like a one-on-one like you would with a family member or even just a friend. So this has been I've been like preparing myself for weeks to make this video. And it's been rough on me, it's been rough on some of my family members, it's been rough on especially my brother who's been stressing out about it a lot. Um, and I'm just trying to support as much people as I can who are affected by this because I I have this like instinct to help people and make sure that they're all okay and not just stressing out over something that could be, well, as simple as just this guy shouldn't be here. Yeah. I know at some point in the future I might look at this video and go, that's a dumb video, why didn't I do anything about it? But genuinely, it is getting harder and harder to continue with life, and I hope it's not the same for y'all, is what I'm trying to say. From the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of every organ I have in my body, I guess. I hope I hope that everybody is okay. I hope that nobody is like devastatingly affected. I hope no one is hurt from this or anything. I'm really worried about y'all, and I really want y'all to know that. So please stay safe. For the love of fuck. Um, I'll be streaming later today, and maybe more and more later on. The more I bring up the courage, actually, if I have to talk about politics, I will unlist the video and then make it exclusive for my Discord because slowly I'm starting to realize that I am going to have to talk about some of this because a lot of misinformation is being spread and so on and so forth. And I, I don't want to have to talk about politics. You know, as a trans person, it's really hard to get away from politics, especially right now for me because my life is so affected by it. So many, not even my family members are really affected by it. Just me and my brother. Really. Well, yeah, that and my cousins, but I think they have their own footing right now. It's just specifically me and my brother. Of course, there's other people out there, but I don't know too many of them. People that I do know, I'm trying to make sure that they're okay and not stressing out about this. Sorry for the whole random, you know, Reddit posts a fucking sudden video and it's like this emotional shit. I don't know why she does this kind of thing, but I in my opinion I do it because I worry about my viewers even if they don't worry about me all that much. I ramble on about stuff and I use this channel to kind of ramble about stuff that I enjoy and ramble about stuff that I'm having a hard time with, kind of like with Shadow of the Erd Tree and stuff like Stars. And I I'm sorry if this really does come across disingenuous, like anyone. I'm sorry if this comes across as, wow, they're trying to fucking clout farm or whatever, but like genuinely, I hope everybody is okay. At some point, I won't be able to talk about this stuff, and I probably won't talk about it in the first place on my channel, but it it just makes me worry for the future, knowing how everything is going to be so much more expensive, and I won't be able to afford practically anything. Hold on, I'm gonna open something. Okay, just making sure I didn't randomly jump scare you. But genuinely, I hope everything gets better throughout everything. Just like life, I hope everything gets better throughout uh random stuff that happens. I hope everything just gets better in general. Because I'll be damned if something bad happens to someone and it's because of me. And if something bad does happen later on in the future and I don't know, something comes out, I'm I don't know how to say it any other way. If something bad happens, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything, but I'm sorry because I have the need to say that because it feels like it is my problem. And I have to deal with it. Sorry for the random stuff, the random video that I didn't warn anybody about, and you know, so on and so forth. Um, sorry about all that. I hope y'all had an amazing day. And if something bad does happen in your life, just know this is a safe place. It might not seem like it, but genuinely, I wanna see everybody be okay. Okay, we got that. Do we both understand that I'm genuinely worrying about my audience and not just doing this for clout kind of thing? Okay, it's not the same as like Markiplier. That's a different thing entirely. Is I guess what I'll say. Sorry. I had to make this video because I just felt the need to say it. Uh, all right. Sorry to waste your time for 12 minutes or so. Uh, I hope everybody has a good day, or at least a good rest of their year, a good rest of anything. I hope you're able to succeed in life. I hope everything gets better. Thank you.